game brought to you by Wilson, the official football of the Ohio Valley Conference. First for UT Martin, it's going to be about winning the big play. On offense, one play of 71 yards for the Skyhawks last week, and then 3 touchdown plays of over 48 yards for UTEP. And defensively, they've got to be able to force mistakes. Only 1 turnover on the year. That was last week against the Miners. They're going to need more to win today. Southern Illinois, now for their keys to the game, big play DJ Williams. We've highlighted him already. Why not talk about him again? Ranked 2nd in the Missouri Valley Football Conference in passing yards with 429. In his last game, led the offense with 17 carries in that game. He's going to be a force to watch in this football game tonight. And final key for the Salukis on defense, get to the quarterback. That right now standing as the last team in the Missouri Valley Football Conference in sacks with just 2. Chris, you're going to have to get these quarterbacks off their game today. There are players to watch. They're going to have the most impact on this football game.
No doubt. I don't really know what to expect. It could be a high-scoring game if both quarterbacks start feeling good. We've got great weather, sunshine. It's later in the evening, so the temperature will drop. The sun will go down. But, Davis, you were down doing a pregame show out amongst the fans. It's over 90 degrees today, which is really odd this late in the year, but the temperature is going to get a little better for the players.
I'm so glad that the AC is fixed and working and ready to go here in the press box, and we're ready for some Skyhawk football and Saluki football. Here tonight, the home opener for UT Martin against Southern Illinois. The Salukis with a maroon helmet, maroon pants, white uniforms. Skyhawks navy blue uniform with the numbers in white outline in orange, white pants and white helmets for head coach Jason Simpson in his 20th season for his squad. Nick Hill in his 10th year. They will be kicking it off to start this game for Coach Hill, getting the ball to start the second half. Kicking it away is Paul Halen from Utrecht, Netherlands. Back deep to return for UT Martin is Deuce Oliver and Scotty Alexander. The punt is away. And we are underway here in the home opener, the Hall of Fame game for UT Martin. A touchback for Halen and UT Martin. Led out by Jace Bauer, the Sam Houston State transfer. Bauer, 1 year with the Bearcats, 7 games, went 40 for 65, 310 passing yards with 2 touchdowns, 45 carries for 195 rushing yards. Had 3 years prior to that at Central Michigan, 2021 to 23, 18 games there, over 2,300 passing yards, 13 touchdowns through the air, and 14 on the ground. He is the straw that stirs the drink for this UT Martin offense. The Skyhawks won the toss, decided to receive. Southern Illinois defending the north end zone. Skyhawks start out under center. A new look for this offense in this season. Play action to start the game with Jace Bauer. Wants to hit his tight end, Drake Martinez. He's just going to get right back at the line of scrimmage. Solid coverage to start this game for Southern Illinois. Chris Presto, the Bear from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, 3rd year in a Saluki uniform, tracks down Martinez in the flat.
Yeah, you talked about pressure on the quarterback and how important that is for the Salukis. A nice job there on the first play.
Second out and 10, UT Martin at their own 25. Going left to right on your radio dial. Southern Illinois right to left. Ball placed on the right hash, and in the pistol goes UT Martin. John Gentry, also a Sam Houston State transfer, behind the quarterback Jace Bauer. Running to the left side, Gentry gobbled up a loss of a yard. 4 Salukis rally to the football, led by Jake Perella out of Cleveland, Ohio, the transfer from Oregon State back in 2023.
Nothing happening there for the Skyhawks.
Loss of a yard, 3rd down and 11. Not the start. Jason Simpson and his Skyhawks were wanting. Simpson, the dean of the OVC, 5-time conference champion, has his teams out to 4 straight conference championships, trying to go for a 5th this season. Handoff to Gentry. A yard in front of the line of scrimmage. Southern Illinois, a stone wall on the first drive of the game, and it's a 3-and-out for UT Martin.
Yeah, so the Skyhawks will punt the football after that first drive. You got to be impressed with the Salukis' defense. And coming in nationally ranked.
Ranked 14th in the country. Started out the year ranked 20th in the coaches poll. Ranked 4th in the FCS in takeaways with 6. 17th in the country in yards allowed at 282.5. Van Winkle's punt is away and a fair catch called for at the 40 by Tay Mario Jr. That's where Southern Illinois will start their first drive of the game, led out by quarterback DJ Williams.
Southern Illinois is going to get good field position on their first drive. I like this game between these two teams. Not a bad drive, just a couple hours separates the two. Kind of a regional battle, two different conferences. They've got a past historically, even going back to 2006 with Coach Jason Simpson's first season here at UT Martin.
We'll highlight it in our series history section later on in this game, but the first trip for Southern Illinois to Martin since 1998. Throwing on the first play of the game, DJ Williams, a post shot, and that is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Stevenson makes the touchdown-saving tackle. Jay Jones gets the Salukis set up in the red zone.
Well, one of the keys to the game was who's going to make the big plays, and the Salukis jump out with a big play early.
Williams against Purdue, 20 for 33 for 202 yards. Gets a chunk of yardage on the post pattern to Jay Jones.
Huge pickup.
At Carnahan High School, his 6th year in college football. 105 receiving yards on this season, ranking 9th in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. On the run to the left side, Zamorion Farmer-McCray wrapping up Chandler Chapman. Though Chapman gets a pop of, we'll call it 5 yards. Second down and 5 for the Salukis at the UT Martin 8-yard line.
Chapman there, a little stutter step, showed some patience to pick up a couple of extra yards.
Salukis gather in the huddle. Head coach Nick Hill, his 10th season, a native of Southern Illinois, one of the all-time greats at quarterback. Also the offensive coordinator for this team, running a style of air raid combined with spread and up-tempo. In motion, now that ball gets snapped behind Williams. He's going to have to just try to throw this ball away to save the drive. He is popped by Yese Pooney, and that's going to garner a flag.
Well, that was dangerous multiple ways there. Still some jawing going on.
Farmer-McCray talking it over with DJ Williams, who thankfully got up after that hit by Pooney.
Here's the call.
Roughing the passer. Defense, number 11. That penalty is enforced half the distance to the goal line from the previous spot. First down.
Automatic first down for Southern Illinois after the personal foul on Pooney. At Ewa Beach, Hawaii, transfers from West Georgia. He got his money's worth, Chris.
Yeah, tough on the Skyhawks. They really had an opportunity to back the Salukis up there some.
Chapman is going to be to the left of Williams, and now our officials blowing the whistle, stopping the game with 11:40 to go in this first quarter.
The previous play is under review for targeting.
Initially called roughing the passer. Now we'll take a look to see if Pooney will continue in this football game.
So this even bigger ramifications than we first expected, as the play will be under review, and it's early. I mean, we're just into this one and already got our first review.
Yese Pooney, 6'2", 250, one of the starting linebackers for defensive coordinator Jerry Partridge. He was at Utah Tech 2 seasons before West Georgia. On the year, 6 tackles and 1 for a loss. And it's what I was thinking whenever Pooney came in and leveled that hit was, is that going to be roughing the passer, or is that going to be targeting? A look at it here. Dodges one would-be tackler. Did go for the upper body, and that might be the last time we see Yese Pooney in this game.
Yeah, I'm not going to make a call here. We had a little distance on that review you see on ESPN+. There you see Coach Jason Simpson as the coaching staff called for the review. That'd be a big loss for UT Martin Davis if that is the case, especially this early in the game.
Skyhawks go 3 and out. Southern Illinois, first play of the game. Post to Jay Jones to get them down into UT Martin territory. Then get a run for a few yards.
Here's another angle as you see that bad snap.
It'll be one of the better looks you get at it. And the officials are trying to look for, did he launch? Was there contact to the head and neck area? And it appears that we have a call.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. There is no foul to targeting. Number 11 may remain in the game.
Yese Pooney will stay in. Brandon McCain, our head referee, umpire Landon Trusty. Other referee, Brandon McCain as well. Shane DeWitt, the line judge for us. Southern Illinois knocking on the door. First down and goal after the personal foul at the 4-yard line. DJ Williams, the OVC Freshman of the Year in 2021 with Murray State, got hurt in the opener in 22 against Texas Tech. Now we're seeing him make some big-time plays for the Salukis, and there's one right there. Opening drive score for DJ Williams, who rushes it in.
And that's the kind of player that he is. He does a little bit of everything, including has the ability to run it into the end zone. So the Salukis strike first here on the road. After the review, you thought it might break the momentum. That was not the case at all. That was a pretty easy trip down the field for the Salukis.
Coming into the game for SIU, no running backs with over 9 carries. DJ Williams has 21 on the season, make that 22 after the rushing touchdown. 3 plays, 60 yards, 131 taken off the clock. Halen has put it through the uprights. It's 7-0 Southern Illinois. The UT Martin offense looking for a response. And we have got a media timeout. Coming up, 7-0 Salukis as we go ahead and take a break on ESPN Plus and the Skyhawk Sports Network. Southern Illinois scoring on their first drive of the game. 3 plays, 60 yards. A quick strike that was capped off by DJ Williams. The dual threat QB for SIU having a heck of a start to the season. Already makes it known that he's the main guy here on this field. DJ Williams, one of the best players that UT Martin has seen to start this season. Talking with head coach Jason Simpson during the week, he had said that DJ Williams might be the best player they've faced.
Yeah.
And that's against 2 FBS teams and Malachi Nelson, who was a former #1 overall recruit by ESPN in 2022.
Well, and you just saw why. I mean, the recovery on the bad snap, 6'3", 220, extremely athletic. He's strong.
Kick is away. UT Martin lets it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. 3 and out on their first drive. John Gentry had 2 carries for 2 yards. Bauer hit Martinez in the flat along the right side. He was gobbled up.
Yeah, the Skyhawks have to do better on this drive than on that first drive. Take a little bit of time off the clock. Right now, Salukis 56 total yards. The Skyhawks on that first drive with only 2 yards. It was 3 and out for them. Not much happening.
First down and 10 for the Skyhawk offense. Faison Wilson on the bottom of your screen. OVC Big South preseason player to watch. Bauer looks his way first. Dumps it off to John Gentry. Gentry getting to the sideline. And might have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Yes, he did.
I also feel like, Davis, if you're on the road and you play well early, both defensively and offensively, you really quiet the crowd. You take all the energy out of the stadium, and the Salukis have done that somewhat here early.
Second down and 10 in this first quarter. Bauer going under center. Josiah Tingley at center giving out the commands to his offensive line. 4-man front for the Salukis. Martinez trots in motion. Bauer giving to Gentry, spinning around and stopped for a yard gain.
Gentry on the carry.
Reeves and Perella combined for the stop. Third down and 10.
Reeves lost his helmet there.
We've got the 2, Peyton Reeves and Caden Reeves, brothers on this team. Peyton is senior, 6'2", 305. Caden, 6'3", 285. Third down and 9 for the UT Martin offense. Bauer in the shotgun, Gentry on his right, and trips to the right of the formation. In motion is Wilson. Press up at the line of scrimmage. Bauer finding time to scramble. Hits Drake Martinez, who will pick up the first down of the night for UT Martin to the 38. Simmons Bank first down. Bauer, the elusiveness to get out of the pocket, started to collapse, realized that, and found his tight end.
Yeah, great first down for the Skyhawks, keeping this drive alive. Again, wanting to move the football, take some time off the clock, and stay on the field here on this one.
Martinez, a first-year player for Jason Simpson, tight end transfer from Houston Christian. UT Martin calls the number of John Gentry on this play. Gains 3.
Davis, I've just gotten a text about John Hattler wanting to know if his contract was too expensive and we couldn't afford to have him back this year. That's not the case. Yeah, I'll explain in a moment.
Now I heard another thing. So
Okay.
9.5 left to go in the first quarter. UT Martin in the pistol. Skyhawks running with Gentry. Collabs down on Southern Illinois. Says that they've got the football at the bottom of that pile. Didn't see a flag get thrown showing turnover.
Yeah, I didn't see him lose the ball.
The officials are talking it over right now. Andrew Boehm was clamoring for it.
Here's a replay. And, yeah, just third down.
Oh, ball popped loose, though, right at the end.
It's 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6. Can UT Martin convert again at their own 41-yard line? Whistles will stop.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was down prior to losing the ball. The previous play is under further review.
So we'll have another review.
Second one of the game. Taking a look at it, Gentry appears he did fumble the football, but Chris, here's my question on this. Can you truly judge on who recovers this ball at the bottom of the pile?
Right. Here's the play again, and you see he's upended. Well,
yes, you can. That one's recovered.
did he lose the football before he was on the turf, though?
That's Caden Reeves who picked it up.
Yeah, this could go the other way. I'm not sure, though, if the football popped out before he hit the turf or after. So with the John Hattler situation, he's usually on our ESPN Plus broadcast and our radio home broadcast. What was the theory you heard? We can't afford his contract.
No, we couldn't.
We couldn't?
No, we couldn't. He asked for too much.
Oh, he did?
He asked for incentives. Can you believe that?
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, my texter, I'm not going to call him out because I haven't asked permission, so he's got to pay for them boots he wears somehow. No, John Hattler, his daughter plays soccer for Westview High School, is having a great season. They're on the road this weekend, and John is with the Westview soccer team. There's Jason Simpson, his son, is on the Westview football team. They won last night. He had a great game. Of course, son Ty Simpson got the win today for Alabama. Here's the call.
At the further review, the runner lost the ball prior to being ruled down. The ball will be placed at the 41-yard line. First down, Southern Illinois.
So, big
Turnover.
call, Davis.
Southern Illinois gets it. Caden Reeves came out of the pile with it. That was my question. Could you tell if anyone recovered it at the bottom of the pile? Yes, you could. Reeves picks it up, and Southern Illinois a chance to put their boot on UT Martin's neck in this first quarter.
And the Skyhawks had gotten something going, had gained 16 yards on that drive, but then give up the football in a turnover.
Go with a three-man front. Wanted the big play shot on the first play of the game. Now they complete it to the right side. Flag thrown and ends up hitting the back of Josh Hastings. On the screen pass. It's a Vincent Davis III. It's on the 2023 Missouri Valley Football Conference all-newcomer team. But that flag flew in at the 41. Here's the call.
During the run, holding, offense, number 13. The 10-yard penalty is enforced from the spot of the foul. First down.
Make it first down and long for this Saluki offense. Averaging 33 points per game, 18th best in the country. Red zone percentage, 100%.
We've already had a couple of penalties in this one and 2 reviews.
Williams in the shotgun. His tight end Aiden Quinn in motion. A handoff to Chapman. Breaks loose across the 45 to the 44.
That was another high snap. Good job by quarterback DJ Williams to get up there and get the football. He's 6'3", has good wingspan, so he could get up there, but they've got to work on those snaps, as we've seen a snafu already with the Salukis in this one.
SIU still behind the line of scrimmage. Second down and 12. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Saluki 7, Skyhawks nothing. After Southern Illinois forced the game's first turnover. Williams has his eyes set downfield. Into the flat, and going nowhere was Chapman. Josh Hastings, the tackle for a loss.
And that's a momentum play that UT Martin desperately needed.
Hastings, coming from Memphis in his 3rd season, got right through the block of Quinn. Took Chapman to the turf, 3rd down and 20. Southern Illinois backed up to their own 49-yard line. UT Martin defense, 7th in the OVC Big South in terms of 3rd down percentage at just 50%. The Saluki offense converting on 3rd down at a clip of 42.9. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the right and 1 to the left for Williams. He calls over Vincent Davis. Davis will be streaking across the middle. That's where he wanted to go, and it's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Joel Castleberry, who will run out of bounds at the 49.
Big play, Skyhawks. It was one of our keys to the game. UTM needed to force turnovers. Instead, they turned it over, but got it back as we exchanged presence here early in this one. Watch the tip, watch the interception. Great hand-eye coordination. I'm not so sure he knew he had the ball early on.
Joel Castleberry, his brother Jordan, playing at UT Martin for a few years. Joel, that's his first interception of his Skyhawk career as he takes that ball into the turnover trash can. 1st down and 10 for UT Martin right at midfield.
Caught the ball, made sure he did have the ball, took care of it, and the Skyhawks have it back.
Can the UT Martin offense punch through? Under center, Jace Bauer. Bauer handing off. Armani Goodwin took a huge hit at the 47. Got a final push from Elijah Bowser and Jalen Hampton. Armani Goodwin, transfer from UAB, had time at LSU. He's a 4-star recruit coming out of high school. Coach Simpson letting everyone know, activated for this week, and creates that 4-headed monster in the backfield of Gentry, Chris Franklin, Goodwin, and Thomas Ansley. All of them talented backs. And the shotgun was 2nd down and 7 at the Saluki 47. UT Martin's first time across midfield in this game. They fake to Goodwin. Bauer senses pressure. Got it down to Armani Goodwin. Throws on a few moves. Goodwin, a 1st down to the Saluki 39.
Another Simmons Bank 1st down. Good patience there by Bauer, making the right call.
Goodwin, OVC Big South preseason player to watch. Talking with Chuck Hammer, who does road broadcast with us for the Skyhawk Sports Network. Watched Armani play in high school, said he's one of the fastest players he's ever seen. 1st down and 10 for UT Martin. They get the troops organized. 5:40 left in this 1st quarter. Bauer in the single back. Another handoff to Armani Goodwin. Closed off from the edge. Donnie Wingate from Choctaw, Oklahoma, the senior, got to him first, a 1-yard gain. Gentry coming in, also Scotty Alexander Martinez out. Both Reeves brothers come out for a play for Southern Illinois. Their defensive coordinator, Lee Pronchinsky, in his 2nd year, served as a defensive assistant at North Dakota State for 2 seasons, won the FCS National Championship in 2021, also worked with the safeties.
A lot of experience.
2nd down and 9, UT Martin at the SIU 38. In the shotgun with 2 wide receivers to either side. Hyatt Timashek was brought in motion, and flags will fly at the line of scrimmage.
This will be our 3rd penalty.
False start.
Yep.
False start. Offense, number 62, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Called on Josiah Tingley. Rarely see that. Tingley, an experienced player, all conference, one of the leaders on this football team. Makes it 2nd down and 14 after the penalty. Clock starts to run. Southern Illinois 7, UT Martin nothing. If you're just joining us, Davis Gregory and Chris Brinkley on the call with you all from Hardy Graham Stadium in the home opener and Hall of Fame game. Bryce Bailey in motion. UT Martin will go his way on 2nd down and long. Bailey tripped up from behind. Got back to the original line of scrimmage of the 39.
Yeah, got some of it back.
Andrew Beam, the man to wrap him up. 3rd down and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Cade Hector from Sydney, Australia, the place kicker for UT Martin. 11 for 17 in field goals last year at Bethune-Cookman. Bauer with 3 wide receivers to his left, no blitz, completes it underneath. Faison Wilson, did he lean forward enough? They're going to mark him down at the 30, a yard shy of the first down marker. UT Martin's offense stays out there.
So close.
2 turnovers in this first quarter. Caden Reeves recovering a loose fumble. Joel Castleberry an interception. 4th down and 1 for the UT Martin offense.
Skyhawks going for it. Big play here.
2 tight ends on the right side of the formation. Faison Wilson make that Scotty Alexander now coming across. Handoff Armani Goodwin. He will not get there. In fact, he'll lose a yard. Bursting through to make the TFL for Southern Illinois. That is C.J. Parson, the senior out of Memphis, Tennessee.
You see his enthusiasm, the West Tennessee native coming out of there.
First down and 10 coming up for Southern Illinois at their own 30-yard line as we've got another media timeout, 3:16 to go in the first quarter. Take a break on the Skyhawk Sports Network and ESPN+. ESPN+, Davis Gregory, Chris Brinkley, first down and 10 for Southern Illinois. UT Martin failing to convert on 4th down at a 33% rate this season. Didn't get it there. Salukis with the football at their own 31 on a jet sweep. Vincent Davis is bodied up by Yese Pooney for a loss of 3.
Well, we're seeing the Skyhawks make some big plays here down this stretch defensively. That's a good sign.
2nd down and long for the Salukis. That first drive probably had UT Martin fans in these stands thinking, oh no.
Yeah.
Southern Illinois marched their way kindly right down the field, punched it into the end zone with a DJ Williams rushing touchdown. They face 2nd down and 13 at their own 28 after the tackle for loss by Yese Pooney. His first of the season. Wash runs out in motion. Williams is pressured. He is able to get it off, completes it, but it will be a loss on the play. Lamorion Pearson, Jacob Stevenson. It was Pooney again getting to the quarterback.
Watch this replay, both amazing and dangerous. I'm holding my breath on this one, but somehow got that pass off as he was falling backwards. Still a long way to go for SIU.
3rd down and long. Ball at the Saluki 27. Line to gain the 41.
From the 27-yard line.
In the shotgun, you got 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. UT Martin with 1 high safety and Jacob Stevenson. Salukis check the play call. Pooney looks to be blitzing again. Will back off, a stunt blitz up front. Williams fires near sideline, hauled in by Davis. He'll be shoved out on the play by UT Martin's Cameron Powell and short of the line to gain. Let's see if we see the punt unit come out. Offense is still out there. Southern Illinois could be going for it on their own side of the field.
Wow, that was a great catch. And again, some pressure as soon as he caught the football, but was able to hold on to it as he was falling out of bounds. There's no way they'll go for it.
The punt team coming on with Paul Halen. In his career, this will be his 70th career punt, averaging 43.7 yards a boot. 65 yards was his longest. On the year, he's had 1 touchback, 3 fair catches, 1 inside the 20, and 1 over 50 yards. Also handles place kicking and kickoff duties. Beautiful one that time to Deuce Oliver, calling for a fair catch inside the 20, where UT Martin's offense will come back out with 1:35 to go. In this first quarter, UT Martin's offense on 3rd down, 1 for 3. You have 42 total yards gained. Had the 4th down on the last drive that they failed to convert on in Southern Illinois territory, though their defense getting their first 3 and out of the game.
Some AC/DC going. So Williams at quarterback for Southern Illinois, 4 for 5. Bowers at 6 of 6. We're hitting this interesting time at dusk, which changes visibility for all mammals. And we'll see how UT Martin and Southern Illinois does here.
And the smoke from the grill to our right is starting to come up too. Bauer, wide open, Bryce Bailey at the 44. First down.
No issues with visibility there. He saw the football, saw the receiver, first down.
Bailey wide open. just crossed the face of the safety, Vinny Pierre Jr. Shot play for UT Martin works out. First down and 10. One play already on the Saluki side of the field at the 43. Bauer alone in the shotgun. 1 minute remains in this first quarter. Southern Illinois 7, UT Martin nothing. Bauer completes another one to Bryce Bailey. Just sat down at the 35, got to the sticks for another Simmons Bank first down.
And it looks like really UT Martin's got their feet underneath them now offensively, in the groove, in the flow, got the momentum going.
First down and 10. It's the Southern Illinois 33. They make a quick substitution. Now running back towards the sideline was Vontrell Shaze, rather. Deuce Oliver cuts out to the right. Bauer looking to the right side. Hitting on the hitch route, Deuce Oliver. It takes 3 Salukis to bring him down at the 29. Deuce Oliver is 5'10", 150, the redshirt freshman. He's Mighty Mouse. Coach Simpson has told us about this. We see it on display there.
It looked like a Jackie Chan movie. I didn't know if they were going to bring him down. 3 people did, though.
We'll see if we get some more acrobatics in the second quarter. At the end of 1, Southern Illinois 7, UT Martin nothing. Skyhawks have got it at the Saluki 27. When we come back on ESPN Plus and the Sky. Second down coming up for UT Martin. Ball at the Southern Illinois 28 as we begin the second quarter. Davis Gregory, Chris Brinkley, Skyhawks currently outgaining SIU 97-62. Though it's the Salukis on the board from a DJ Williams rushing touchdown in the first quarter. They lead this one 7-0.
Yeah, UT Martin 4 first downs, the Salukis with 2, but as you said, Davis, the Skyhawks have not gotten in the end zone yet.
Jace Bauer is 9 for 9 to start this game. Second down and 5 and calls over Scotty Alexander. They fake it to him. Bauer runs straight ahead for a yard.
Bauer with the quarterback keeper.
Andrew Boehm at the bottom of that pile, the Appleton, Wisconsin native. 22 tackles for him in his last game against Purdue. About 16 tackles for him. Led the team in that category.
That's impressive.
4th most tackles in the MVFC so far this season. Third down and 5. UT Martin's 1 for 3 today. Jaron Bowling to the left. Bauer throwing quickly on the slant. It's broken up. Intended man, Faison Wilson. Broken up by Jeremiah McClendon.
Broken up by McClendon.
I was mentioning Dusk earlier and watched his breakup, got his hand on it. Lights are on here at Graham Stadium as the sun starts to go down. The temperatures will cool a bit. You know, you hear about the dusk visibility a lot in baseball, but it certainly is an issue in football too, as your eyes are adjusting from natural lighting to the lights here at Graham Stadium.
And play clock having some issues with that first half of this game. 4th down and 5, UT Martin offense still out there. 0 for 1 on 4th down today. Bauer out of the shotgun, going to throw on 4th down. Bailey can't haul it in on the far side. McClendon again.
Incomplete.
He comes up on the far side of the field. UT Martin used to run that play a lot with Devontae Tanksley. Just that route cutting across to the sideline. Bailey can't bring it in. Another turnover on downs for this Skyhawk offense.
You see that enthusiasm over there on the Saluki sideline.
First down and 10 for Southern Illinois coming up. Ball their own 27.
Here's a replay.
Ball thrown a bit behind him. McClendon closed out. First down and 10. Number 14, Southern Illinois in the pistol.
Williams at quarterback, 4 for 5.
Quinn, the tight end, step in front of him to the right. On a handoff, Shamari Ware, Josh Hastings come in to get the tackle. On the carry, that Sean Lester Jr. from Somerville, Georgia, Chattanooga High School. He leads Southern Illinois with rushing yards at 42. Interesting, no running backs have a rushing touchdown. It's only Williams, the quarterback, with the rushing scores on the year.
That is interesting with 2 games under their belt.
Second down and 7. Williams calls his own number on this one. Stiff arms Jamichael McGoy, tackled from behind by Jacob Stevenson. A gain of 8 by Williams moves the chain.
And you can see just on that run how he can run into the end zone. Long strides, again, tall, but a good center of gravity. Watch him showing that strength and just picking up some space in a short amount of time there.
First down and 10, Williams keeps this drive moving right along for his offense. All the 37. And the shotgun. His running back Lester to the left. That's where they go, but a flag will stop that play before it got anywhere.
Lester on the carry, flag on the play.
Salukis, that's their second penalty of the game. Earlier today, UT Martin had the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and Mark Guy went into the Hall of Fame. His son, Marquis Guy, also played for UT Martin, but Mark played about 10 positions for UT Martin back in the 80s. And watching the quarterback Williams for Southern Illinois, Davis, you get the feeling he could probably play 10 positions too if he wanted to. But, man, he's a great quarterback.
I'm reminded of the story Nick Saban told it this week. They were the only school to recruit Derrick Henry to play running back. Everyone else wanted to put him at linebacker because he was so big. You could probably put Williams at that linebacker spot. Instead, he's here at quarterback. Throws to the hitch route at the 40-yard line. UT Martin rallies with Jacob Stevenson. Along with him, number 16, Adrian Dizadair.
Talking with Hall of Famer Jerry Reese, who was former general manager for the Giants and played at UT Martin, about Mark Guy who went in the Hall of Fame. He said he was the first Joker-type college player he had seen, who, like a wild card, who really could just fit in anywhere and do whatever the coach needs them to do. You don't see that much in football anymore. Players are more specialists, but every once in a while you get that versatility from a player.
Jay Jones on that last catch. Now Vincent Davis in motion right to left across your screen. On the run up the middle, Tom McBride Banda pulls up Sean Lester off the turf, brings him down to the 43.
Mark was telling us earlier, I thought this was funny, this is how much the game has changed, that back in the 80s, he wouldn't even get a water break because when the offense would turn to defense, he'd just stay on the field. Now, you see that now at some smaller high schools, but you really don't see that at the college level. I could not imagine. Big third down situation here for the Salukis.
Empty shotgun for Southern Illinois, who's 0 for 2 on third down. One turnover in this game for the Salukis, their first of the season in the shotgun. Williams motioning out his receiver. Has time briefly, now has to break out to the right side. Gonna float it wide open. It's caught at the 30 by Chapman. He streaks to the 20, at the 10 to the 5, angling for the pylon. Touchdown, Southern Illinois. Make that Fabian McCray who catches it. Williams broke out of the pocket. The defense started to come after him. He just lofts that one over to McCray, the native of Chicago, Illinois, for the score.
And that's Williams. Look at this heads-up play. He almost looked like a point guard in basketball, just finding the forward, cutting to the basket. Great, great visibility there to recognize. And Salukis on the board again.
8 total touchdowns on the year for DJ Williams now. Fabian McCray, his second touchdown of the season, caps off a 5-play, 73-yard scoring drive on the 56-yard touchdown. DJ Williams finding McCray. And now on for the point after attempt, Paul Halen. 6'6", 205. On the year 9 for 9 on point after attempts. Snap, place. Kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 14-0. Southern Illinois with 11:07 left in this second quarter. It's been all about Southern Illinois in this first half. And we have immediate timeout. Take a break here on ESPN Plus and the Skyhawk Sports Network. Here by Vinny Pierre Jr. Comes off Bryce Bailey, UT Martin, using almost the same trick play that they used in the season opener against Oklahoma State, which got them a score. Bryce Bailey hit John Gentry for a touchdown in the first quarter. That time, Bailey threw across the field to Gentry and intercepted. First down and 10 for Southern Illinois, who could take a commanding 3-touchdown lead over UT Martin with under 10 minutes to go until halftime. Williams wants the deep ball. His man had broken free, and a flag thrown on Chris Rhodes for pass interference.
Yeah, had him from behind. I think that was pretty obvious. And, you know, one of the big things hurting the Skyhawks, we mentioned it, but 2 turnovers already. We're not even midway through the second quarter.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic. First down.
There's the pass interference call.
Chris Rhodes out of Brandon, Mississippi. Last year didn't see playing time with a preseason injury. Transferred from Arkansas, and he was a wide receiver there. Also spent time at Butler Community College and South Dakota State in 2021. First down and 10 after the pass interference on Rhodes. Read option, handoff Chapman. He is greeted by the UT Martin front 7.
Chapman on the run.
First one to get to him, LeBron Edmond. Gain of 0.
Celebration there. You know, Davis, and here's the replay on ESPN Plus. You see him make that tackle, just building a wall there and waiting.
Gap filled by Stevenson and Edmond. Second down and 10. In the shotgun at the UT Martin 37. Trips to the right. Williams. Play action over the middle. Tipped up. Another interception. It's Banda. Second pick of the game for the UT Martin defense. Got that ball up in the air and brought it right back down. Skyhawk football.
UT Martin needed that one. That'll get the fans in it. You see the sideline excited. Here's the replay on the tip.
It got thrown at the helmet of Edmond. Ricocheted off the helmet and picked off by Tom McBride Banda.
Way to use your head. Well done. Davis, I feel like I'm in a pastry shop. We've had so many turnovers. That's
apple,
4.
Cherry, peach, pumpkin. Do they make pumpkin turnovers?
They do. I hope so.
In this game, they might.
Yeah, that's 4 turnovers already in this game. 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
First down and 10. UT Martin still scoreless. 14-0 Salukis. Jumbo backfield with 2 tight ends, and that's going to be a false start on the right tackle for the Skyhawks, Preston Yarber.
False start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty.
That's the 6th penalty of the game. The 4th on UT Martin. Salukis with 2.
Backs UT Martin up to the 26. Skyhawks first down and 15. Have to limit those penalties on the offensive line. That's been one thing UT Martin needs to correct up front. In motion, Bailey. And on first down, handoff, Gentry finds a hole. John Gentry on his feet across the 35, wrestled down at the 36 by C.J. Parson.
Tackle made by Parson.
Second down from the 36.
Play, it's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 10 by Gentry. Wide receivers split out wide to either side. Bauer throws that ball away. Southern Illinois ready for it in that press coverage.
Powers
Third down and 5 played
incomplete.
right up to the line of
Intended for
scrimmage.
Wilson.
Bauer is now 10 for 13 with 100 yards. Third down and 5. Can this UT Martin offense break
It's
out
3rd and
of
5.
its slump? Gonna have to get over the hump at some point in time in this game. 5 yards to gain on third down at their own 36. Bailey comes in motion. Bame started to follow. Blitz comes. Bauer having to get out of the pocket. How did he get out of there? Bauer down the near sideline in midfield to the 45 and out of bounds at the 40. They sent the house and somehow Chase Bauer escaped.
Stayed calm, a lot of poise, just went right through the middle as the house was coming to him. He walks down the hallway and gets the first down.
Very calm and composed in the pocket. Bauer converts on third down and 5. First down and 10. Skyhawks down by 14.
UT Martin really needs to get some points on this drive.
And a substitution coming off the field. That's McClendon. Alexander behind Bauer. Give to Gentry. Turned over one man, and they'll call him
Gentry
down
on
at
the
the
carry.
40. At the line of scrimmage, second down and
Sidebar
10.
Bohannon for no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Gentry now with 8 carries, averaging about 2 yards per carry. The Salukis are doing a nice job with the UT Martin ground game.
Give the tackle to Colin Bohannick, who was injured last year, 2 games into the season. And this is Salukie's team that could never get going because the injury bug bit them so hard. 2nd down and 10, and throwing is Bauer. Wide open, Scotty Alexander gets inside the 30 for a Simmons Bank first down at the 27.
Those seasons with the injury bug, as you call it, Davis, they're really tough because that's unexpected, not predictable. Depth becomes very important. And then the ability for your team to gel and have chemistry. I mean, when you're constantly bringing new players in because of injuries, it's a difficult situation.
Armani Goodwin in the backfield with Bauer. Goodwin, 3 carries for 3 yards. Southern Illinois has gotten 3 TFLs in this first half. Faison Wilson, the Akron transfer, motion to the right. Bauer runs straight ahead. Jace Bauer showing off some of his power to the 20-yard line, a gain of 8.
Yeah, I mean, all the talk was about the 2 quarterbacks and what they would have the ability to do. Bauer's been great throwing the football at 11 for 14, but he's run the ball 3 times.
Have an injury at the 15.
For defensive injury.
Performance chiropractic injury timeout.
Tackle was made by Barella. So Leaders Credit Union.
Called his name a couple
times
times tonight. Jake Perella comes up with a tackle. And we've got immediate timeout during this injury timeout. 14-0 Southern Illinois. Can UT Martin punch it in? We'll see. Coming back from our college football on ESPN Plus. UT Martin, 2nd down and 2 from the Southern Illinois 20-yard line. The Saluki defense bending but not breaking in this first half.
Yeah, well said. It's a little cliche, but it's so true in this situation. Is again, UT Martin has gained more yards than the Salukis, but they've not gotten on the scoreboard. So it's been a lot of bend but no break.
Strong formation on the right side. Bauer under center. Gentry behind him in the single back. In motion, Bryce Bailey. Bauer fakes to him. Rolling out to the right side. Has some time, runs for the markers, hit down at the legs. He was a yard shy, I believe.
That's tough.
Marked at the 18. That would move the chains. Instead, they're going to call it 3rd down and inches.
Hold your breath when your quarterback goes down like that and slams into the fence, but he's okay. He bounces right back up.
Called 3rd down and inches at the 18.2 yard line, something along those lines.
Not much. Skyhawks need a first down.
In the pistol. Need this offensive line to make a big push. Bauer under center. Timeout called. What have we got? Officials come together right around the ball's placement.
You see the UT Martin coaching staff on ESPN Plus. Coach Jason Simpson there with the glasses on.
Decide to get lined back up. No timeout taken.
It's 3rd and
no
inches.
explanation on what that call was. UT Martin had gone from the pistol, audible, went under center, and Southern Illinois adjusted, and then play was held up. 3rd down and inches, Bauer under center. Gonna sneak this one off to the right side. I don't think he got there. A flag got thrown in behind the line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play.
If it's on UT Martin, it'd be the 5th penalty on this team. Here it comes.
Waiting to sort it out.
Illegal formation. Offense. 4 to 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
4 players in the backfield on the illegal formation.
Tough. You know, Davis, all penalties are not created equal. Obviously, you have 5, 10, 15, whatever. But timing is everything on the penalties, and that one really, really hurts. Your 3rd and inch is now 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5. Ball backed up to the 24.
It's 3rd and 5 from the Saluki 23.
Make that the 23.
Salukis leading the Skyhawks 14-0. 4:54 remaining in the first half.
Jace Bauer moved the sticks with his legs. Throwing. Gentry is open in the flat. Makes the catch. Makes one man miss. Got the first down to the 10. John Gentry, with some of those catches out in the flat in this game, he's made moves to shake that defender in one-on-one matchups, and it's a Simmons Bank first down for UT Martin heading into the red zone.
The focus to catch it and then hurdle the defender there and sidestep him, really well done. First down, UT Martin.
And arguably the biggest third down conversion of the game for the Skyhawks, especially if they can score here. Down 14-0, 4:14 remains in the second quarter. Bauer calls over Timashek on the toss. Gentry won't be able to get out of that one. 3 Saluki shove him out of bounds.
He's sneaky, though. I mean, you see how difficult he is to tackle.
Gentry run out of
Jeremiah
bounds by
McClendon
Salukis.
and Cameron Miller. Miller, the sophomore from Missouri City, Texas. They shove Gentry out. Second down and goal from the 12. Always one of the more frustrating things for a coaching staff is when you get first down and goal right at the 10 rather than inside the 10, because then you got to open up the playbook a little bit more. In the pistol, Faison Wilson. Bauer down to Timashek. Timashek stays on his feet. Out of bounds at the 6.
6'6", 240, Timashek with the size.
Now here's the question for you. If you don't get it here, if you don't score here, you kick the field goal, take your points.
I think so.
Southern Illinois is going to get the football to start the second half.
Yeah. You know, if you're UT Martin and Coach Simpson, you want 7, but you can't throw 3 away.
Scotty Alexander is on an island at the bottom of your TV screen. Bryce Bailey in motion. Bauer is going to loft it to the end zone for Alexander.
Yeah.
And pass interference will be called on that play.
Intended for Alexander.
Whistled on Sebastian Vargas. One-on-one ball. Alexander couldn't pull away.
From here, certainly looked like the right call on the replay, and this should be a good camera angle.
Foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball is played to the 2-yard line. First down.
Automatic first down. That's a backbreaker, though, for that Southern Illinois defense. You come up with that stop, got him third down and goal from the 6, and now you've just given him a reset.
Yeah, you give them multiple opportunities to get into the end zone, and the Skyhawks have got to take advantage of it.
On an 11-play, 63-yard drive thus far.
Yeah, it's taking a lot of time off the clock, too.
First down and goal from the 2. Bauer faking, running to the right, throws it for Martinez. Touchdown! UT Martin, Chase Bauer to Drake Martinez, and the Skyhawks on the board.
Nice play call. Skyhawks get on the board. It took a while. The replay on ESPN Plus, and just walks it in there.
Drake Martinez, his first touchdown as a UT Martin Skyhawk. Bauer, pressure right in his face, lofted it to his tight end. And UT Martin finishes that drive off 11 plays, 69 yards. Bauer to Drake Martinez for the 2-yard touchdown. Hector for the point after attempt. It's up and true. 14-7, UT Martin taking up 6:24 off the clock on that 11-play drive for 69 yards on the 2-yard touchdown for Drake Martinez coming from Jace Bauer. 14-7.
Long, steady drive on that. 4 pass completions. Carried the ball 6 times for 41 yards. And then ultimately, the big deal is to end up with 7 points. Now, the Skyhawks, again, as we had mentioned earlier, with 184 total yards now compared to the Salukis' 140. But now we're seeing UT Martin get on the scoreboard. And you talked about responding and bouncing back in games, which UT Martin had the ability to do last year. And that's what the Skyhawks have done here. Now, the key is, Davis, now with 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first half, that's a lot of time. And as you said, the Salukis will get the ball to start the third quarter. So UT Martin defensively has to get a hold here on the last 2 minutes and 43 seconds of this first half and not give any points up.
Momentum in the favor of UT Martin after that drive. Now 3 of 6 on third down, a couple conversions that had the Skyhawk faithful nervous. UT Martin kept the drive alive, got into the end zone for the first time today with 2:43 to go in this second quarter. A pooch kick taken in at the 20, and it's a fair catch. Called by Southern Illinois at the 20-yard line. The UT Martin defense ready to head back out there. Remember, instituted last year, the 2-minute timeout. We have got that one coming up soon. 14-7. Wanted the response for UT Martin, and now you got it.
And you got it. Yep. Speaking of responses, we asked a trivia question earlier. We'll give you the answer after this next break. But both of these schools have one player who went on to win 2 Super Bowls. Who are they? The answer coming up after we have our 2-minute timeout.
I loved the player from Southern Illinois.
Yeah. Okay.
I did.
There you go. And again, both of these players know each other.
Davis motion. Cuts back to the right. Flag thrown immediately.
Flag.
Actually, I just figured it out. I know why you loved him so much. I know why now. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Offense, number 68, 5-yard penalty, first down.
False start called on Derek Harden Jr. Offensive line for Southern Illinois in this game. Coleon Smith at left tackle, Aiden Logan left guard, Noah Finsky at center, Harden at right guard, and Cameron Dye at right tackle. First down and 15. DJ Williams, 6 for 8, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions coming into this game. Southern Illinois had no turnovers. Josh Hastings getting the final hit on Sean Lester Jr. Gains a yard, make it 2. Third down and 13. Timeout called by UT Martin.
Well, UT Martin looking to get the ball back and score, maybe.
Tennessee Martin, their first.
And that's their first timeout. While we have a 30-second timeout, let me tell you about the Skyhawk Reynolds Student Athlete of the Week. It's Jabari Dawkins on the football team. Had a breakout performance at UTEP, posting a team-high 9 tackles with 2.5 tackles for loss and a forced fumble. The graduate defensive lineman made 5 solo stops, including a sack that forced a turnover and led to the Skyhawks' first scoring drive. Congratulations, Jabari Dawkins, our Skyhawk Reynolds Student Athlete of the Week.
Otherwise known as Slink.
Slink?
Slink.
That's a great name.
I don't know,
where
why he got it.
know?
I don't know why. Do we
Okay.
want to know?
We could ask. Sometimes you do want to know the origin of a nickname, and sometimes it's
You
better
just
that
want
you
to
don't.
leave it alone.
That's right.
Second down and 14. Williams completes it out to his tight end. Got a yard across the line of scrimmage. Hit first by UT Martin's Doug Newsom. Also over there, Stevenson. And another timeout taken by UT Martin.
I'm going to give some of
Tennessee Martin,
the fans a hint on the trivia question. Both schools have one player who went on to win 2
Do they
Super
need a
Bowls.
hint, though?
Well, maybe. I mean, if they know it, they know it. If they don't, I'll give them a hint.
Some people probably have already come up with the answer right.
The UT Martin player is here right now. He's here at this game because he was at the Hall of Fame this morning. The Southern Illinois player also played for Auburn. Is that why you're a fan?
I actually didn't know that he played for Auburn until a couple years ago.
Okay.
Maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
But no, I mean, yes.
Okay. He played for Auburn before he played for Southern Illinois.
My mom graduated from Auburn. My dad graduated from Auburn. That was though very early on in my childhood.
Yeah, that's right.
When he was
thinking
running back.
you were too young to know that.
Third down and 8. UT Martin calls their second timeout. 1 timeout left. 2:21 to go until halftime. 14-7. Southern Illinois in the shotgun. DJ Williams on a hard count. Looks back over to the sideline. Williams calling an audible. UT Martin, 4-man front. They motion over and stack the receivers. Blitz is coming. Williams throwing to the near side. It is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jay Jones in coverage, the preseason conference defensive player of the year, Jamichael McGoy.
Yeah, great defense. A little short there on the pass.
It's 4th and 8.
And it'll be a 4th down situation. Got a hand on it defensively.
Jamichael McGoy is creeping up on the all-time record in pass breakups at UT Martin, currently held by O'Shea Baker, who graduated out this past year. McGoy, 18 pass breakups in 2024. That was a UT Martin record. has 36 passes defended in his career coming into today. Make that number 37. Deuce Oliver on the punt return. Oliver, flag gets thrown. That's going to be a block in the back as Oliver making about 3 Salukis run by him. Shifty, but this one is coming right back.
Well, it was a great punt, a great return, and then a penalty.
Flag on the play.
And we'll see which way this flag goes. Several penalties in this game. That is the 10th total. I think 6 against UT Martin, 4 against the Salukis. Here's the call.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 9. 10-yard penalty and 4 from the spot of the foul. First down.
Yeah, that's going to back it up there.
On Shamari Ware, UT Martin averaging 42 yards a game off penalties, 5th in the OVC Big South, now changed to number 24, Jamal Myers. Southern Illinois, their penalty yardage per game, 63 yards. That's 9th in the conference.
Yeah.
First down and 10 coming up for UT Martin after they scored on an 11-play drive. Jace Bauer finding Drake Martinez. Bauer is 14 for 17, 134 yards and a touchdown. And the Skyhawks have the 2-minute timeout to work with, which will come after this play, and then 1 timeout left in their regular, we'll call it, bank.
Yeah.
Something like that. Bauer alone in the shotgun. Gentry about to stand next to him. Now runs to the right side. Bauer pump faking, threw it at the feet of Timashek.
I think the pressure came there a little earlier than he expected. He just had to get rid of the football.
Pressure came from Lucas McDaniels, the redshirt freshman. This is the 2-minute timeout. 14-7 Southern Illinois up by a score with 1:59 to go. Second down and 10 for UT Martin when we come back on ESPN Plus and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
To challenges and challenge others to rise with us. We show respect. We lead by example. In the OVC, we become champions on and off the field. That's OVC Sports, and you've got to OVC it.
Back at Hardy Graham Stadium, our answer to our trivia question. Both schools have 1 player who went on to win 2 Super Bowls. Who are they? Your answer, Jerry Reese was the Giants general manager from 2007 to 2017, and Brandon Jacobs, the Giants running back from 2005 to 2011, also played for the G-Men in 2013.
They were there with the Giants at the same time, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Jerry Reese was on campus today.
I remember Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw, Plaxico Burress, Eli Manning.
What's really cool, I got a Brandon Jacobs trivia after this.
Bauer, pressure on him. Has to roll out to the right. Jace Bauer is going to get as much as he can, shy of the 20-yard line. So here he runs out to. Official on the left side is going to call him out at the 18, and that will be the final decision.
Here's my Brandon Jacobs trivia. He appeared in the 2011 finale of Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
Wow!
And he has appeared on ABC's Shark Tank. So he's more than just a former Saluki and a Super Bowl winner. He's like a television star.
Third down and 6 for UT Martin. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Have to note, SIU with 3 timeouts left. Skyhawks throwing. Bauer feels the pressure, runs ahead. Bauer could not cut enough to the first down marker.
Bauer on the run.
Tackled by Parson, who's had a hefty first half.
That was a great tackle by Parson.
Stop made by Presto.
Now they have the ball spotted at the 24. That's going to move the chains. That's a first down.
Wow, I did not think he had the first down.
I didn't think he had it either. Doesn't look like too much dispute from Southern Illinois. I thought he was about a yard short.
I did too.
Nevertheless, first down and 10, UT Martin. The clock rolls.
You know, if it's a video game, you go long here, but I doubt it.
4-man rush underneath. It's complete. Alexander spinning around down at the line to gain, probably the half-yard line of the 33. Second down and short.
Yeah, it looked like a video game tackle there. He didn't just do a 360, almost a 420.
That was almost a glitch in your college football or
That's
Madden
right.
games.
He's okay, though.
Second down and short. Bauer just wants the first down. He'll get it to John Gentry, who runs out of bounds for the first down to stop the clock at 51 seconds.
Skyhawks with 12 first downs. The Salukis have 5. Despite that, Southern Illinois leading it 14-7.
They scored on their first drive of the game. After that, turned it over. UT Martin turnover on down. Southern Illinois went down the field, scored. And since then, we've been alternating. UT Martin scored off their big 10-plus play drive. It's second down and 8. Southern Illinois players jogging off the field lightly in the shotgun formation for UT Martin is Jace Bauer. UT Martin one timeout left. Bauer at one is somehow hauled in by Bryce Bailey at the 40. He was rocked from behind.
Another strong tackle.
Charge timeout. Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois will call for timeout. They don't want UT Martin running out the clock. That's the spot that UT Martin is in, Chris, with Coach Jason Simpson is, hey, if we don't get to a spot where we can feel like we can score from this area, we're just going to run this clock out. Yeah. Southern Illinois and Coach Nick Hill, they say, no way, buddy. We're calling our timeouts right now, and we're going to slow this game down and see if we can't get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, take that timeout. You don't get to take it home with you and call it in real life. I wish we had timeouts in real life. There'd be a lot of timeouts. I would just stop and go, timeout, everybody. Timeout, world. But, yeah, I mean, to taking advantage of that. Plus, also, you're coaching for games later this season and smaller goals that can lead to big goals later this season. You want to work on these in-game situations. But, I mean, if UT Martin can somehow find a way to get into field goal range, 44 seconds is a lot of time. And the Skyhawks have been moving the football. They've been stopping the clock.
Have the one timeout left.
Now, I've never considered Jason Simpson to be a super aggressive, a big risk taker. I don't think he is at all in his offensive calling. But he'll throw some wrinkles in there every once in a while. He likes to go for a surprise or two.
Two receivers on the right, one on the left on third down and 4. Southern Illinois stacks this box with 7 defenders. Bryce Bailey across the formation. Bauer. Timashek broken up. Coach Simpson and his coaching staff wanting a pass interference. They aren't going to get it. Bohannon, the will linebacker, came streaking across that middle of the field to Timashek to break that pass up. It's fourth down, 40 seconds left. This clock is stopped.
And I think that pass to Timashek's got to be a little higher. He's such a tall receiver.
Van Winkle to punt. Last year winning 2 conference special teams player of the week honors. It's that off. Fair catch called for, taking a bounce and going to roll for SIU. Diving after it, Bryce Bailey down at the 31, 30 seconds left until the break. Southern Illinois will get the football to start the second half, and they have 2 timeouts left.
Coach Simpson not happy. You see him there on ESPN Plus. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll bring you quite a bit here on our ESPN Plus broadcast with some highlights, the OVC news and notes, upcoming schedules and stats. Our radio broadcast will feature the Bud Grimes Campus Connection interview, where Bud's guest is John Abel. Will preview UTM's Family Weekend coming up September 26th through the 28th.
UT Martin playing host to Southeast Missouri. DJ Williams running. Williams just ran over one of his offensive linemen before Hastings got him at the line to gain.
Williams with the keeper.
That's a first down. Clock stops with 24 seconds left.
I was talking a moment ago about UT Martin getting into field goal range. The Salukis have an opportunity here.
Halen's longest is 53 on the year. That's to Jay Jones, who gets another first down to the 47.
And they've got 15 seconds on the clock.
Timeout called.
Tackled by Hootie and Hastings.
1 timeout left for Southern Illinois.
It's a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. Keep it right here. 14-7. Salukis. UT Martin scoring the last touchdown on 11-play, 69-yard drive. Southern Illinois started this game 3 plays, 60 yards. DJ Williams, 4-yard rushing touchdown. And then Williams, as he was scrambling out, brought the defense in to prevent him from going any further. Williams still behind the line of scrimmage, got a pass off to his man Fabian McCray, who went 56 yards into the end zone, capped off 5 plays, 73 yards. Since then, Southern Illinois has been held scoreless. Paul Halen, the senior, 17 for 23 in his career in field goal attempts, 73.9%. Is long 53. Southern Illinois has got to get in his range with 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. They're going to get a free play on this one. Williams lobbing it down the field. It is broken up. Held down at the last second by Lamorion Pierce, who got out of the hands of McCray, though this is a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I mean, this could move them in the field goal range, Davis.
Flag on play.
Defense, number 0.
Keyshawn Johnson flagged for
5-yard penalty, first down.
Flagged for that penalty. First down and 5, 11 seconds left. Southern Illinois, no sacks here.
No.
Offensive line is just allowed 4 this season. In this game, neither defense has been able to get to the quarterback. On first down and 5, Williams, a quarterback draw. Running to the left, past Hastings. DJ Williams deep into the secondary. Williams is tackled down at the 10 with 3 seconds left until the half.
Oh, he just earned his team some points right there.
Williams on the run.
And, you know, we talked about his ability to run the football.
Southern Illinois, that third and final.
And you wanted him to go down before that clock ran out, did just that. And Paul Halen, an attempt, ball marked at the 10-yard line.
That's a big pickup and unexpected, too. And give the defense for the Salukis credit for these points that are probably going to happen for the Salukis.
Chris.
Yeah, just to get the ball back when you could have easily just kind of turned around and walked away and thought, well, we're not going to get any points at the end. And you know what it's going to not only be is points, but also momentum going into the locker room here at halftime, because this is unexpected.
Southern Illinois, 71 rushing yards, UT Martin with 60. Everything has pretty much been gained through the air. Williams, 130 passing yards. Bauer, 150. Paul Halen. This attempt from 28 yards out. Snap, place. Kick is up. It is good, and that will take us to halftime. Southern Illinois getting the stop and getting points at the end. Credit to their quarterback, DJ Williams. It is 17-7. Salukis by 10 here at halftime.
We'll take a break on our halftime show. Coming up, highlights and stats in just a moment. Again, Southern Illinois leading UT Martin 17-7. I'm Chris Brinkley with Davis Gregory, and we'll come back with our halftime show next on ESPN Plus and the UT Martin Skyhawk Sports Network. Up on this one. Let's take a look at the stats here as we look at the halftime stats brought to you by United Fidelity Bank. United Fidelity Bank serving their community since 1914. Salukis 201 total yards, UT Martin with 210. So despite the Skyhawks with more yardage in this game down on the scoreboard, in the air, the Salukis 130 yards, UT Martin 150. On the ground, neither team's done a whole lot. Salukis 71, Skyhawks just 60. We've had some penalties now. 7 against the UT Martin Skyhawks for a loss of 54 for 22 for the Salukis. 4 turnovers. They were early in this game, 2 for each team. Time of possession dominated by UT Martin, 1950 compared to 10-10 for the Salukis. But those turnovers really hurt the Skyhawks, and inopportune turnovers and penalties to hurt UT Martin. The Salukis kicking that field goal late in the second quarter, leading it 17-7, up by 10. We'll take a break. Coming up on radio, Bud Grimes has the Campus Connection interview with our guest John Abel, who will talk about Family Weekend. And when we come back on ESPN Plus, we'll bring you the OVC news and notes. It's all right here. 17-7, Salukis leading the Skyhawks at halftime on the UT Martin Skyhawk Sports Network and ESPN Plus. Halftime on ESPN Plus. There you see the UT Martin band. Salukis leading the Skyhawks 17-7. Let's take a look at the OVC news and notes as we look at everything that's going on. We'll start with Tennessee Tech, off to a 2-0 start this season for the first time since 2012. And for Southeast Missouri, how about Leatherwood earning offensive honors? The SEMO quarterback accounting for 3 touchdowns. Congratulations. And for Lindenwood, Brown nets an 82-yard punt, the longest punt by an NCAA player in 2025. The OVC Big South news and notes. We'll take a break. Brought to you by Sunset Bakery, the tastiest flavors under the sun. As again, Southern Illinois leads UT Martin at the half, 17-7. Coming up from a schedule standpoint, UT Martin will play Missouri State, going on the road for that one in Springfield. Then Southeast Missouri State comes to UT Martin. That's on September the 27th. And then after that, it's at Lindenwood on October the 4th. That's a 1 o'clock start after 2 night games. Coming up for Southern Illinois, 3 games on the way. They will take on Southeast Missouri. That's September 20th at 6. Indiana State is at home on October the 4th. And then it's at North Dakota State, a road trip for the Salukis, a long road trip, October 11th. That's a 2:30 Central Time start. All of those games can be seen on ESPN.
Team Martin 7, Salukis starting out with the football. Davis Gregory here with Chris Brinkley, UT Martin leading Southern Illinois in total yards in this game. However, it's the Salukis up by 10, getting that field goal right before the end of halftime from Paul Halen from 28 yards out. And now Southern Illinois, they have really the first opportunity in this game to put a stranglehold on the opponent. And if they can score on this drive, get a touchdown, UT Martin, they're going to face some major adversity in this third quarter.
Yeah, you're going to separate it by the possessions ultimately. If you get a 3-possession lead, that's difficult. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting Southern Illinois to kick that field goal there at the end of the second quarter.
DJ Williams just buying 3 points. Interesting note here, Coach Hill for Southern Illinois, Coach Simpson, this is their 3rd game against each other. They've squared off twice before. Once as a player in 2006 when Nick Hill was the quarterback for Coach Simpson against Coach Simpson in the first round of the FCS playoffs, where Southern Illinois won 36-30. And then as an opposing coach in 2019, Salukis won the game in Carbondale 28-14. Hill, he threw the game-winning touchdown pass in 2006 in the final minute, and he used to play men's basketball at Western Kentucky before he transferred.
Dual athlete. I was standing on the sideline when he threw that touchdown. It was a heartbreaker. I was with the OVC commissioner getting ready to interview Coach Simpson, and that was a come-from-behind win for Southern Illinois. Coach Simpson's first year coach, and I were much younger then, but it was the championship season for the Skyhawks, and really he broke our hearts that game.
Brandon Sims, the freshman, kicking us off in the second half. DJ Williams, 8 for 11, a touchdown and 2 interceptions in this game. On the ground, 4 carries for 53 yards and a score. Another pooch kick. Lands inside the 25. Going to be returned here by Tay Mario Jr. Mario to the 43. Solid return for Southern Illinois, who will be led out by their signal caller, DJ Williams. Receiving yards in this game, Jay Jones, 4 catches for 65 yards. Every other player, though, with just 1 reception. Fabian McCray, the touchdown at 56 yards. Vincent Davis with 1 catch for 12 yards. Ryan Schwindeman, 1 for 5. And Chandler Chapman, a catch for -8 yards. Leading UT Martin in tackles, Josh Hastings. He has 6. First down and 10. Southern Illinois, first play to start the second half. Williams fakes to Davis. Rolling out right, ball thrown down to the turf. Getting to him in the backfield, Keyshawn Johnson had him wrapped up by the left leg. Williams did well to get that ball away, intended for Davis. Keyshawn Johnson, 2 sacks through the first 2 games of the season. Williams, the times that UT Martin has gotten back to him, has been able to throw that ball away. Second down and 10. Pivotal drive in this game for Nick Hill and his team. There goes Jones in motion. Williams running, upended. Yes, Pooney got him at the line of scrimmage. Third down and 10. Salukis wanting to avoid the 3 and out to start the second half.
From the 42-yard line.
Such a great opportunity. Don't want to squander it when you could go up 24-7. Start this third quarter in the shotgun. Jones motions to the left. Safety comes down. Williams, far side, complete to Vincent Davis down the sideline at the 40. Cuts it back to the 35. Davis breaks another tackle. Now we'll cut it back to the right. Spinning around, still on his feet and down to the 25 of UT Martin for a first down. The deep cross, Vincent Davis then tightrope the sideline and put UT Martin's defense on the dance floor.
For SIU on the Skyhawk 25.
First down and 10, Salukis at the UT Martin 25. Convert on third down and 10. In the pistol, Williams, Chapman the back behind him. Quinn at tight end, going out to block. Chapman dodges one would-be tackler, wants to get to the outside. He's flipped up in the air by Lamorion Pierce. Chapman down at the 20. A gain of 5.
Tackle made by Hastings.
Empty shotgun. Chapman flanked out to the left, 2 to the right. 2 tight ends in the formation with Schwindeman and Quinn. Williams running. Williams has got the first down before he's flattened out by Keyshawn Johnson at the 14. First down, Southern Illinois. Just churning along on the opening drive of the second half.
Johnson and Stevenson. Gain is good enough for a Saluki first down.
Chapman on the right of Williams. 17-7, Southern Illinois. 12:20 remains in this third quarter. Quinn in motion. Give to Chapman. Keyshawn Johnson off the edge. Got there with Hastings and Zamorion Farmer McCray. Make that Jabari Dawkins, who will now exit for Chris Wilson coming into the game. Gain of 2, second down and 8 at the Skyhawk 14.
It'll be second and 8.
New running back in the game, Lim Walsh. 2 receivers on the left. That's where Williams first look. Now runs with an open hole. DJ Williams to the corner. Touchdown. Southern Illinois, second rushing score of the game for Williams, and his third touchdown of the night. 23-7. Scores that one from 14 yards out. One-man wrecking crew, DJ Williams. Southern Illinois with a touchdown on a 7-play, 58-yard drive. DJ Williams in the air, 9 for 13, 163 yards with a touchdown. On the ground, 7 carries for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. Point after attempt, up and good. SIU leads this one by 17, 24-7, as after a crucial third down conversion, they move right down the field and put it into the end zone with a run by Williams. We'll take a break. Keep it right here on ESPN Plus and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
When you're the leader in disaster cleanup and restoration, how do you make like it never even happened happen? Let it rain, Randy! Woo! Yes! By being prepared for anything! Woo! Whatever comes your way, there's a pro for that.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Kids are always snacking on the go, so keep them going all day with chewy, delicious Sunbelt bakery bars. From oats and honey to chocolate chip to soft baked strawberry, there's a flavor for everyone. The tastiest flavors under the sun. Sunbelt bakery bars.
Are you ready to take your money to new heights? Get a flexible high-yield checking account that lets you customize your interest rate so you can keep your finances headed in the right direction. With Elevate Checking from United Fidelity Bank, you're in control of how much you earn. You can raise your rate with a few easy steps. Get more ways to earn more with Elevate Checking and start earning 4.00% APY. Learn more at unitedfidelity.com/elevate or visit your local banking center.
Southern Illinois University has a rich history and much more. Renowned for cutting-edge research, ranking among the top 4% in the country. Salukis achieve pride and glory, competing at the highest level. World-famous alumni across the globe. United in our mission with unstoppable momentum, igniting a bright future. This is a university ascending. We are Southern.
And a replay here on ESPN Plus. Touchdown, 24-7, Southern Illinois leading UT Martin.
DJ Williams, the third touchdown of the game for Southern Illinois, has his team up 24-7 and basically got them set up for the field goal attempt too right before halftime. Go DJ, that's my DJ.
Yeah, he's something. He really is. And again, high praise from Jason Simpson. It's 72 yards and the 2 touchdowns. And again, the setup for the 3 points on the field goal. He's been huge this game.
He has those 2 interceptions, though UT Martin has not scored off those 2 turnovers. Kick goes into the back of the end zone. Southern Illinois by 17 in this third quarter with 11:32 left to go.
Yeah, one thing the Skyhawks have going for them, plenty of time. I mean, there's a lot of time to score some points.
This game is far from over. First down and 10 for UT Martin, starting out the drive at their own 25. Going left to right on your radio dial. Southern Illinois, right to left. In the shotgun formation, Jace Bauer. Bailey motioned. Bauer worked back to the left side of his progressions, and he's brought down. Flag flies in late. Peyton Reeves wrapped him up as Bauer was escaping the pocket.
And a flag on the play as the officials settle it out. See what the call is.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 9, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Face mask on Donnie Wingate.
Here's a replay.
Watch the far side of your screen. Maybe right where the ball was. Thought it was at the far side.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Called on Wingate, first down UT Martin at the 40.
It's the 12th penalty in the game.
Both these coaches will be addressing that at the end. We have to play more clean football. John Gentry for 3 yards.
You know, I have a theory, Davis, and it might, there's a little scuffle there at the end, but with so many transfers in the transfer portal, you know, cohesiveness, I think, is going to be different in football going forward. And you're going to see more penalties, and you're going to see less consistent play because it's going to take longer for teams to gel, and teams that have the ability to do that earlier in the season will have an advantage.
Colin Bohannick wrapping up Gentry, second down and 7. Bauer on the ground again. John Gentry has a hole, cutting to the right side, breaks one tackle and into Southern Illinois territory, down to the 31.
That was a grown man run right there, showing some strength and some speed. UT Martin needed that.
Gentry, his longest run of the night, breaks loose to the Saluki 32. Best run play of the night for the UT Martin offense. First down and 10. Alexander, right to left. Gentry again saw a glimmer of daylight before it got sealed up. Taken down at the 29 by Vinny Pierre Jr.
We've seen Coach Simpson in his play calling in the past find a guy who's finding a rhythm and just keep giving him the football. We'll see if that's going to be the situation with Gentry on this drive. And then that'll set up something new for the next drive.
Gentry getting 25 yards on carry 2 previous plays ago. The tight ends, Timashek and Martinez, will go to the left side of Jalen Hampton, the left tackle. Bauer on a quarterback designed run up the middle, kept low, went down. Do we have a fumble?
Bauer on the keeper.
No call yet. We did have a play earlier in the game that was a call of an initial player down.
They call the runner down, third down. Not seeing the need for a review. Here's the replay on ESPN Plus that we're watching.
Bauer on the keeper, and he was down.
Yeah, I think so. The ball did cut loose, but both knees on the turf.
Punched out by Parson at the end of the play. 3rd down and 2. Line to gain the 22. Split shotgun. Bailey cutting out to the left. Lines up, makes it, trips on that side of the formation. Bauer throws that way. Possession catch by Bryce Bailey at the 21 for a UT Martin first down.
UT Martin looking to answer that Saluki touchdown quickly here. We thought, with the 2 quarterbacks and the ability and the keys to the game, this might be a high-scoring game.
Chase Bauer 18 for 23, 153 yards after that 3-yard catch by Bailey.
Skyhawks still with more total yards than SIU. They just haven't scored a lot this game.
Bauer. Goodwin. Held up by Andrew Bain, the senior linebacker. Bain is 5th tackle of the night. Colin Bohannick, the big game for the Salukis. 1 pass breakup, half a tackle for a loss. 11 total tackles, 6 of those being solo. Called his name a bunch tonight. 2nd down and 12, a loss of 2. Stack the receivers on the right, empty shotgun, and then 2 to the left. Both the tight ends will be on the right side of the right tackle. That's Mitchell Appleton. Bauer throwing on 2nd down. Fires for Faison Wilson. Goes out of bounds at the 17. Give him 6 on the catch. Makes it 3rd down and manageable.
Yeah, very steady. UT Martin band in good form tonight. This has been their first opportunity to play at Graham Stadium, with it being the home opener.
They got a large amount of students to join this year.
Yeah.
They sounded great tonight.
There's the band on ESPN Plus. Yeah, they're rocking it.
3rd down and 6. Trying to will their Skyhawks to a score on this drive. Bailey. Bauer keeps it and tackled at the 15. Parson, the safety, came out of that position to blitz forward and wrap up Bauer. The field goal unit will be on with Cade Hector.
Yeah, that's a big tackle because it prevents the first down, maybe even more. What could be 7 points will be 3, hopefully, if you're a UT Martin fan. But then you're down. The Skyhawks kick this one, you're down 14.
The attempt will be a 33-yard field goal for Cade Hector. Long snapping, Hayden King out of Charlotte, Tennessee. Back to Van Winkle, the holder. Kick is up. Kick is good from 33 yards out for Cade Hector, and UT Martin scores on their first drive of the second half. Now 24-10 with 5:34 left in the 3rd quarter. Wanted 6 from that drive, but you'll settle for the 3 by Cade Hector. 5:34 left in this 3rd quarter. Quite a lot of time taken off by both those drives from teams.
Yeah, it was a long drive.
And going to go to,
I guess, a timeout. Okay, timeout. We'll take a timeout. 24-10. SIU leading UT Martin. More coming up on the Skyhawk Sports Network and ESPN Plus.
UT Martin will settle for the field goal from 33 yards out by Cade Hector. Just one Scott Taylor State Farm touchdown in this game, coming from Jace Bauer to Drake Martinez in the first half. It's 24-10, Southern Illinois. The question is exactly what we thought it was going to be about this game, Chris. Can UT Martin stop DJ Williams? Right now in this game, 9 for 13 for 163 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions in the air, but it's the 7 carries for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's the leading rusher for this SIU team.
And one sets up the other, and he's just as good at both, or a threat at both, and it just makes it really difficult to defend.
Sims' kick is away, hangs in the air for a moment, taken in at the 9-yard line by Vincent Davis. Davis spins out of trouble. Vincent Davis down the far sideline and down in UT Martin territory at the 49. Jamal Mayers got him around the legs.
And, Jace Bowers had a good game too now. 19 for 24, 159 yards, his run for 51. So, the keys to the game, our players to watch were the 2 quarterbacks, and you know why. They've lived up to the hype.
Made response the theme of our Skyhawk Sports Network pregame show for UT Martin coming out of these first 2 weeks. And now we pose the question to Southern Illinois. How do they respond to the UT Martin score? It's a 14-point game. Got to be the most unsafe lead in sports, though, because it can change in just a second. A run to the left, down at the 44, Sean Lester.
Yeah, that's the thing about football, and the way you can really turn the game around is with turnovers. So the one thing that Southern Illinois has to respond with is taking care of the football. And we've had some turnovers in this game, obviously, a couple of interceptions. But if they take care of the football and just take care of the clock, they're in pretty good shape.
5 minutes left in this third quarter. Salukis with the ball, 2nd out and 6 at the UT Martin 44. Shotgun. Williams held it for as long as he could, and he's going to overthrow his intended receiver that time. Back deep for UT Martin was the safety Josh Hastings.
And in that situation, better to overthrow than underthrow, taking away the opportunity for a turnover.
Covering the intended receiver, Fabian McCray. 3rd down and 6. Can UT Martin get off the field? Shotgun. 3rd down and 6 at the UT Martin 44. Salukis lead it by 2 touchdowns. Empty shotgun for Williams. Pressure is coming with Keyshawn Johnson. Williams scrambles to the right. He's got the 1st down and more. Williams continuing to impress with the legs. UT Martin cannot keep him under wraps.
No, you feel like that's pretty good pressure there, and then he turns it into a 1st down.
And more.
Yeah.
To the 32, a 12-yard gain. Williams passing. His check down is open. That's where he gets it to. 1 broken tackle. Make it 2. Still running forward, Edward Robinson to the UT Martin 21.
And that's what's impressed me about him. It's one of the reasons that Williams' numbers are good. We knew he could run the ball. We knew he could throw the ball. What he's done in this game has been a great decision maker. I think he's made the right plays at the right time. He's not tried to do too much. And he's been a leader offensively for this team.
Williams brings in the receivers tight. Give to his running back Robinson. Cuts back. Hit hard by McGoy. Still scampered forward inside the 15. Down to the 12, making it 2nd out and 1.
And for the Saluki fans watching, I do understand now why your team is ranked in the top 20. This is a good football team.
Run the ball well. You have a quarterback that can escape any problem. And a defense that forces turnovers. Williams, quarterback draw to the right. Somehow found the hole and gets into the end zone. 4 touchdowns today for DJ Williams, his third rushing score, that one from 12 yards out.
The epitome of a playmaker.
I don't know how he got through that hole at the end of the play. Just opened up for him. Watch that left side. Originally running to the right. Such a quick mind, though, Chris, to say, all right, right here, I know that I have to cut back left because there is absolutely nothing here. Didn't hesitate for a moment. It was a very fluid run by him. Going for two, running to the left, 2-point conversion will be no good. Score sits at 30-10, Southern Illinois. 2:53 left in this third quarter. Media timeout going to be called with 2:53 left in the third. And we'll take a break here on the Skyhawk Sports Network and ESPN+.
Here's UT Martin Band again. They're in midseason form. It's the season opener. How about SIU 30-10 leading the Skyhawks? 2:53 to go in the third quarter, and Davis, UT Martin running out of time. The Skyhawks have got to score if they get the ball back here on this drive, which they will.
And the thing is in this game, Chris, these drives, for everyone that's watched this full game, both these teams take up a lot of time off the clock whenever they drive down the field and end up scoring. UT Martin is going to have to get away from that. The Skyhawks are going to have to score quick. Southern Illinois, they get to stay to that same style, though, where they can run some time off the clock, that kick into the back of the end zone for a touchback. And UT Martin rushing in this game 96 yards. That's right on their average, ranking 6th in the OVC Big South. It's been such a key part, though, of the UT Martin offense for the past couple of seasons is the running game in Southern Illinois. Major credit to that defensive front with the Reeves brothers, Donnie Wingate, Nate Tronzo, Bernardin Florima, Amir Dwight, Jake Perella, Vontrell Chazet.
The leading rusher is the UT Martin quarterback, Bauer, for the Skyhawks. And UT Martin's time of possession, almost 26 minutes compared to 16 for SIU. But that's not going to work out here late in this game. You're right. They've got to score and score quickly.
First down and 10. Bauer completes his pass to Armani Goodwin.
And that's so conditional, such a weird thing. Being able to stretch out those long possessions, if you've got a lead, is great. If you're trailing, it's not great. And you have to have the ability to do both.
Goodwin's got 4. Second down and 6. Well, the 29 of UT Martin. Jace Bauer 19 for 24, 159 yards. 1 touchdown in the air. Bauer. Lee, this is going to be a false start.
Here's the call.
False start. Offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Second false start on Tingley of the night.
Too many penalties. I think both teams in this game, UT Martin's 8th penalty there.
8 penalties for 55 yards. And the number total isn't that big. However, it's been, those penalties have come at really bad times.
Yeah, third and short for the Skyhawks, I think, a couple of times. You throw 4 turnovers in there. It's not been a clean game.
Second down and 11. Bauer going to throw across the middle into the stomach of his receiver, Bryce Bailey. 2 yards shy of the line to gain at the 33. 1:48 left in the third quarter. Southern Illinois 30, UT Martin 10, number 14 team in the country by 20.
You know, the good thing about a Jason Simpson team, we've seen him, just the wise old coach. I don't mean old as he's old, but he's been coaching for a long time. This team's not going to panic because he doesn't panic, and usually the team takes on the personality of their leader.
Bauer, third down and 2.
Oh.
Quick throw, got it hit out from his hand as he went back to let it rip to Bailey. Dives back on the football, brings up fourth down, and the punt team is out.
The Skyhawks lucky they come back up with that football. But again, you take some time off the clock, walk off the field without any points. Here's the replay. Let's see what happens on this throw. just got away.
Slipped out of his hands, hit
Yeah.
the backside of Mitchell Appleton.
That's odd. I don't know if there's condensation down there with the night falling upon us or if he just lost the football.
Jaron Van Winkle punting. Van Winkle, third punt of the night. It's a good one. Lands at the 21, rolls inside the 5. Van Winkle pins Southern Illinois deep with his best punt of the season so far. Down by the long snapper, Hayden King. Salukis have it first down and 10 at their own 2-yard line. 1:07 to go in the third quarter. 30-10 your score.
You know, I mentioned earlier you're going to see more penalties, I think, and more turnovers just with so many new players, cohesiveness, players learning the coaching staff, players learning each other, all the transfers in college football. What makes it even more difficult for UT Martin this season, Davis, is this very difficult schedule. You've been on the road the first 2 games. Those were not easy road trips. Tough opponents, but tough travel on top of that. You were in the middle of every bit of it.
And you go on planes. Everyone thinks, oh, it's great going on a plane. You get to go somewhere cool. And no, that takes a toll on your body to travel. And then the UTEP game, you think about the delay and then the team not getting back till 6:30 the next morning. It takes a toll on your body, not to mention those are 2 very quality opponents. Chapman gets the give and goes down to the 8-yard line. He's got 6, second down and 4.
You'll turn around this next Saturday, go to Missouri State. That's not a flight, but a long drive. And with really 3 of the first 4 games on the road against really tough opponents.
I've got to avoid the distraction. That's the home of Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, that's right. It is. It's nice. I've been out there several times. Nice facility.
Second down and 5. Make it a gain of 5 yards, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams. Big pile up right before the line to gain. The rugby push to the 13 and a first down for Southern Illinois' DJ Williams. And Chris, you hear so many times, and you've seen in the NFL, the position change right before we're about to go here to the third quarter. But the position has changed so much with guys like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen in the NFL, where, yeah, you do want to run those guys, but there still is the chance of you run him too much, he gets hurt, and it's not a good look.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that you control it as much as you can. Into the third, we head to the final frame with number 14, Southern Illinois leading UT Martin 30-10 here on ESPN Plus and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
broadcast with Davis Greger.
Back on ESPN Plus, ready for the fourth quarter. First down and 10 for Southern Illinois at their own 13-yard line after Jan Van Winkle, punter for UT Martin, pinned the Salukis back to their own 2-yard line. They've been able to get their back off the wall a little bit. Southern Illinois, 319 total yards of offense, 174 through the air, 145 on the ground. Leading passer, DJ Williams. Leading rusher, DJ Williams. Yard gained on the run. Adrian Dizadair.
Chapman only
Get the tackle.
Leading passer, leading rusher, leading touchdown person. He's gotten his name called on the air more than anybody.
4 total touchdowns. Running out to the right, scrambling again, dodges one man. Now Banda stands him up at the 30-yard line. Gain of 14. DJ Williams now with 117 rushing yards tonight on 11 carries.
Mercy.
And this comes just a week after he carried the ball for 17 times for 19 yards against Purdue with a rushing touchdown. You think, oh, I don't want my quarterback to carry the ball 20 times a game, but with him, it might work. Yeah. This might be the formula.
He's versatile now. He'll be selling popcorn in the concession stand and playing the trumpet and the band before it's over, and probably will excel at both.
And then he'll come back to score another touchdown. Flag gets thrown inside the 30. 6th penalty on Southern Illinois, now up to 42 yards. And penalties, 14th penalty total on the night. And no matter how this final score goes for SIU, and one thing that they have to clean up, and also the Skyhawks, is more disciplined football. Can't give up these free yards. First down and 15. Williams on the ground again. And that time Chapman had nothing going. Stays at the line of scrimmage, Jacob Stevenson. Second down and 15. Williams is alone in the shotgun on this second down and 15. And just lets it rip to the 32-yard line. Past the original line of scrimmage. Taken in by Fabian McCray. Third down at the 32.
All this with that clock just running.
Third down and 8. Blitz coming. Over the middle. And that is caught. Hauled in with the sticky coverage of Josh Hastings. Tay Mario Jr. from Louisville, Kentucky. Transferred in from the University of Charleston in 2023. Had that season there with them. 923 yards, 10 touchdowns in his time in Charleston. First down for the Salukis. Lester got around the left end. They'll mark him out at the 47.
It's turning into a long drive, time-wise, for Southern Illinois.
12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Salukis up 30-10, a touchdown. Even though with a lot of time left in this fourth quarter, could put this one away.
Yeah, it would be really hard to overcome that deficit and the clock.
A receiver to either side for the Saluki offense under the direction of Nick Hill, the head coach. Williams running. Somersaults over. Banda and Joel Castleberry get the stop, but not before Williams can move the chains.
Yeah, you know, when some quarterbacks run the ball, you kind of hold your breath, you know, hoping they're okay. And Williams is kind of different.
He's just built like a truck.
Yeah, he runs like a running back, kind of. But I don't know. He's just got that confidence in his body language that you know he's going to be okay.
First down and 10, SIU at the UT Martin 45. 7 different receivers have a catch in this game. Run to the outside. Edward Robinson.
Decent Saluki crowds made it to the game. Some have left, but again, not a bad drive, just a couple of hours.
I did see one sign from an opposing fan. It's a little offensive to the people in Martin. Said best thing to do when you come to Martin, leave.
Leave, that's right. Clever.
Have you seen the culinary scene, sir? What are you talking about?
Well said, Davis. Well said.
2nd down and 6.
We're not saying it's better than Carbondale, but I bet it's competitive with it, maybe better.
Chavis was on the rush. Williams to his tight end, Quinn. He gets upended by Shamari Ware, but not before he gets inside the red zone to the 17.
No, Martin has become a destination location for several restaurants, including Wood Fire, Davis, where we'll be Monday night with our coaches show.
Sure to tune in, 6 to 7. First down at 10, 9:40 left in the 4th quarter. Salukis take their time in this huddle. Two tight ends on the left of the formation. Jones goes in motion. Chapman on the handoff. Breaks 2 tackles before Josh Hastings can fetch him down at the 8-yard line. 2nd down and short.
Tackle made by Stevenson.
2nd down and 1 at the UT Martin 8.
They've really taken some time off the clock.
2nd down and 1. Williams under center. Death by 1,000 cuts in this Southern Illinois offense. Chapman has the first down after that final push from his offensive line. And a UT Martin home crowd, they are not used to heading to their cars early. And this is a team that has won 25 of its last 30 home games since 2019, including an 18-3 record over the past 4 seasons. They've been especially strong in home openers. They've gotten a win in every home opener for the last 6 seasons, going back to 2019.
Well, that's how you put together some championship seasons right there.
And in conference play since the COVID year, in the spring season, UT Martin has only lost 1 conference game at home. That was to Tennessee Tech last season. They go with the bell cow, Chapman. Got nothing going on that carry. 2nd down and goal from the 5.
But no, that's really the mark of a good program, is to create a home field advantage in any home court advantage, whatever the sport is. And UT Martin has certainly done that. Coach Jason Simpson has done that. A lot of upgrades have taken place here at Graham Stadium for the Saluki fans who are familiar with it but haven't been here in a long time. And that's really when the Bob Carroll building was built, which was around 2006 when Jason Simpson first came here. That's when the recruiting changed. That's when the program really started on that upward turn.
Chapman takes a direct snap, running left side. Keyshawn Johnson won't let him go anywhere. Loses 2 yards to the 7. But this clock continues to move. 3rd down and goal. Have to feel good, though, for the quarterback, DJ Williams. That story, the OVC Freshman of the Year in 2021 at Murray State. The year UT Martin won the championship outright, their first title since 2006. On the start of that 4-year run that the Skyhawks are currently in. Had a season-ending knee injury in the opener in 2022. Came back to the starting role in 2023. Then transferred to Southern Illinois and had a season-ending hand injury last year. And now he gets into the end zone yet again. Or did that ball pop out at the last second?
I'm not sure.
What's our call here? Officials are going to huddle together in the end zone. Josh Hastings points and says that this is UT Martin football.
With the keeper into the end zone.
The result of the play is that the runner fumbled prior to crossing the goal line. The ball was recovered by the defense. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Wow.
He is human.
Yeah, that's right. So the Skyhawks get the ball.
6:35 to go in the 4th quarter. Williams got poked out by Jacob Stevenson at the last second and then recovered by Chris Rhodes. One more half step and Williams was into the end zone for his 5th score of the night.
Great job on that forced fumble as the Skyhawks get it back. But now what the Salukis accomplished was taking a ton of time off the clock on that drive.
Had that score gone through, it would have been a 16-play, 98-yard drive with 9:32 taken off the clock.
9.5 minutes, that's right. I mean, almost the whole quarter.
And we got a media timeout. Go ahead and take a break. Keep it right here, Skyhawk Sports Network and ESPN Plus.
With Davis Gregory there, you see the UT Martin Skyhawks a little stunned right now, trailing 30-10, 6:35 remaining. There's Coach Jason Simpson. As again, his first season at UT Martin 2006, the Skyhawks lost to the Salukis in the playoffs. Here's Davis Gregory.
And Nick Hill, the quarterback in that game, now the head coach of Southern Illinois on the opposing sideline in his 10th season. Native of Southern Illinois, one of the all-time greats at quarterback. The Salukis, they've made the playoffs in 3 out of the last 5 years. UT Martin 2 out of the last 4, and in both of those appearances getting a victory.
They're 2 good programs.
Jace Bauer was against a 4-man rush. Gets that out to Chris Franklin. Gain of a yard. Chris, his older brother, Sam Franklin, who wore the same number 2. He rewrote the UT Martin record books in 2023, the 3rd best single season rushing performance by a running back. And coincidentally, both of those are behind 2 seasons by Don Chapman.
Yeah, the great Don Chapman.
His 2006 season being the best. Bauer steps up, got away from one would-be tackler, and then gets a yard after it. He's wrapped up by his shoulder pads by Donnie Wingate.
Don Chapman, I'm trying to remember, Don Chapman was recruited by Matt Griffin, but played for Jason Simpson, I think in 2006, maybe. Inducted to the Hall of Fame.
The all-time leading rusher for UT Martin. 3rd down and 8. Trips left, 1 to the right. And the shotgun, Jace Bauer going to throw.
Wow.
Miscommunication with him and Faison Wilson. Be incomplete, 4th down and 8. 3 and out for the Skyhawk offense. They'll bring out Jaron Van Winkle for another punt.
You know, Davis, you were on the road with the Skyhawks in those first 2 games. How does this game compare with those? Similar in the inconsistency, or?
It's hard to tell, Chris. I think it's defense was good in the first game. Offense was good in the second game. Now, granted, you would have liked to have scored some more points. But in this one, the offense has been probably just a little bit over average, if we're being honest. And then defensively, you've had a couple turnovers that Southern Illinois has turned into points. To their credit, they've taken advantage of that. And whether that be getting points off of that or just stealing a possession, it's been a big thing. Now, UT Martin has not faced a dual-threat quarterback like DJ Williams.
Which, not a surprise. We'll take a break. Come back with more. 5:05 remaining here in the 4th quarter. 30-10. Southern Illinois leading UT Martin. More coming up on the Skyhawk Sports Network and ESPN+.
In Kentucky, we're moving forward together. Our businesses are winning, and our families are thriving. Because Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, one where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. So come explore your new Kentucky home.
Every day, CenterPoint Energy is hard at work ensuring the safe and reliable delivery of natural gas. From routine maintenance to the replacement of natural gas pipelines, it's what we do to keep the community safe. But it's more than just a job. It's about neighbors helping neighbors, because we're also proud members of the communities we serve. So next time you see one of our crews at work, be a good neighbor and steer clear, and we'll all come home safe and sound. Here's to our community's safe and smart energy future.
Are you ready to take your money to new heights? Get a flexible high-yield checking account that lets you customize your interest rate so you can keep your finances headed in the right direction. With Elevate Checking from United Fidelity Bank, you're in control of how much you earn. You can raise your rate with a few easy steps. Get more ways to earn more with Elevate Checking and start earning 4.00% APY. Learn more at unitedfidelity.com/elevate or visit your local banking center.
What's it like to be a student athlete in the OVC? We rise to challenges and challenge others to rise with us. We show respect. We lead by example. In the OVC, we become champions on and off the field. That's OVC Sports, and you've got to OVC it.
Back on ESPN Plus, Skyhawk Sports Network. A shot of Jason Simpson in his 20th season at UT Martin, the third most wins of any coach in the Ohio Valley Conference. First down and 10, Southern Illinois in firm control. 5:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. And knowing how this offense has worked throughout this game is miscommunication. Still, Williams gets positive yards out of it to the 27, 2 yards by DJ Williams, who's rushed for 128 yards in this game on 14 carries. The next rusher for the Salukis, Chandler Chapman, 11 for 34. Williams also has 217 yards through the air, 4 total touchdowns, 3 on the ground, and 1 in the passing category. 4.5 to play. Second down and 8. Kind of shocked DJ Williams is still in this game.
Yeah.
And give to his back. Hit off the edge by Jacob Stevenson. Jabari Dawkins came in to clean it up. Lim Wash got the carry, and now Stevenson will have to come out.
Probably won't see any big runs by Williams. It's a big win for SIU, though, for the Salukis. Again, that's going to help them in the national polls, especially with the respect that UT Martin gets now and at home.
They've got SEMO next week in Cape Girardeau for the rivalry game. Third down and 5. Another running play, cutting it back on the counter. Shamari Ware, along with other Skyhawks, come up with a stop. Fourth down. Punt team called upon.
And I think that'll help the Skyhawks a little bit for Southern Illinois to play SEMO before UT Martin plays SEMO, because then they will have seen an opponent that they played to watch on film play against a team they're going to play.
The war for the wheel will be next week. Fourth down and 3. Paul Halen back to punt. Waits, and he's going to run. Has wide open grass to run. Cuts to the left side. Halen to the 40 and gets out of bounds for the first down.
How about that? Southern Illinois surprising a lot of people there. Here you see the wide shot. I want to give our ESPN Plus crew a thumbs up. Matt, great job on that camera work.
And taking another look at it, UT Martin, once they got in for pressure, backed immediately off, and Halen could run free.
Yeah. And we saw that in live time on ESPN Plus from his perspective, which was a really good call.
And the punter's got some agility too, Chris.
Yeah.
You see that turn towards the sideline?
Well, when he was hesitating, I thought, what's he's freezing up here? But no, he was waiting to watch the play unfold.
Flag flies in at the 42. False start.
False start. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. First down.
First down and 15, 7th penalty for 47 yards. Southern Illinois now up to 446 total yards of offense. 229 on the ground, 217 in the air. completely balanced.
Yeah, the big picture, again, this is a huge win for Southern Illinois, really proving themselves could move up in the rankings. For UT Martin, it's still early. Jason Simpson teams have a tendency to get better as the season progresses, so no need to panic.
Chapman down at the line of scrimmage.
Chapman with
Yesai Puni comes out of the huddle.
I really feel like, though, Southern Illinois set the tone early in this game with that 17-7 lead.
2-minute timeout, 1:55 left to go in this fourth quarter. It's all Southern Illinois, 30-10. We take a break here on the Skyhawk Sports Network and ESPN+.
Okay, thank you.
Two-minute timeout in the books. And this one about to be in the books. Southern Illinois 30, UT Martin 10. Looking at the score by quarter, Southern Illinois got the opening touchdown on a three-play drive, took the lead 7-0. And then 10-7, Salukis outscored the Skyhawks in the second quarter. And one of the biggest plays of the game, Chris, I think, was that field goal that Williams able to scramble forward for to make it a chip shot. Chapman breaks free. Chapman is running clean to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Illinois. That is the first rushing touchdown by a running back this season for SIU.
How about that coming out of the timeout? And that'll make it 36-10.
SIU pouring it on here in Martin, Tennessee for their crowd that traveled very well to this game, and now fans starting to head towards the exits on the orange and blue side.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen this with UT Martin at home.
Kalen for the point after attempt. Snap plays, kick is up. It's right down Broadway and good.
The kick is good.
Your score with 1:51 left to go in this fourth quarter. Southern Illinois 37, UT Martin 10. A six-play, 75-yard drive, and the touchdown by Chandler Chapman from 44 yards out has put this one on ice. SIU is going to improve to 2-1 on the year. The Skyhawks will fall to 0-3.
And you're right, a lot of things happened. When you felt UT Martin had the momentum in the second quarter, that's when Southern Illinois scored there with time winding down. And then they have put 20 points on the board here in the second half. And UT Martin with just the one field goal. And for a while we saw the total yardage close, but that's completely different now. 490 total yards for the Salukis, the Skyhawks with 270. But I think for UT Martin, you look at the penalties, you look at the turnovers, the timing of the penalties. and then the inability to just stop the Salukis. And again, it's mostly Williams. But when you have a quarterback that's that talented and can run and can throw and is a good decision maker, it's really hard to stop.
6 plays, 75 yards, 3:14 taken off the clock. 1:51 remains in this game. Paul Halen kicks a line drive past Scotty Alexander and into the end zone for a touchback. And that was all because of Halen's fake punt that he ran.
Yep.
Saw that UT Martin front, go immediately back, decides to take it forward for a first down, and then Southern Illinois later scoring on that drive. New quarterback into the game for UT Martin, Julian Calvez will take over. Jace Bauer will finish the night 22 for 29, 173 yards and a touchdown with 9 carries for 52 yards. UT Martin, 97 rushing yards. Still yet to cross the century mark. And the pistol, Calvez. Thomas Ansley gets the carry to 32. Ansley for 7.
Ansley with a rush.
Second down and 3. And the second stringers starting to get some time out.
Gain 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3.
90 seconds left in this one. Southern Illinois next week at SEMO for the War for the Wheel. UT Martin at Missouri State, now a member of Conference USA. Calvez pulled in by Devin Queen for the first down.
Pass is complete to Queen.
Catch of 5.
Good enough for a Simmons
Devin
Bank
Queen
Skyhawk first
from
down.
Woodbridge, Virginia. Simmons Bank first down. Last year, just one game, he made his debut in the playoff matchup against New Hampshire. Had 3 seasons at Old Dominion. Julian Calvez, he was Mr. Florida football for 5A back in his high school days. Transfer from Grambling State.
A reminder, with football this season, get all of the ESPN college football games in one place with the all-new ESPN app. Unlock the ESPN Unlimited plan or log in with your TV provider. It's the ESPN app.
Second down and 5. Calvez throws, tipped up into the air. Ansley trying to play defensive back to swat it down. 23 seconds left on the clock on second down and 5. That pass sailing high.
Calvez's pass is incomplete. It's 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left. Ansley, 2 hands around that football before he got to the line of scrimmage. Mark him down at the 46. For a 4th down and short.
Ansley on the carry.
Looks like that's going to be it. 10 seconds left in this game. That will do it. Southern Illinois, 14th ranked Salukis coming to Martin, Tennessee, and spoil the Skyhawks Hall of Fame game and the home opener with a 37-10 victory. They run away from the Skyhawks in the second half, outscoring UT Martin 20-3 in this game. For Chris Brinkley and myself, Davis Gregory, we say so long from Hardy M. Graham Stadium in Martin, Tennessee, where the final score is SIU 37, UTM 10. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.